Alright, what's going on, guys? I've been sick the past couple of days, so we haven't really had any videos or anything, but thankfully there hasn't really been anything too crazy in the Counter-Strike 2 scene to talk about. No major updates, no, not anything huge we've missed out on in the CS market or anything like that. Obviously, we did have the unboxing for Onapixel, Arrow, all those guys, but that stuff, it kind of is what it is. Obviously, they spent a ton of money, they unboxed some cool stuff, they lost a lot of money, whatever. But now I did want to get a video out today because we do have the major update, hopefully, where something big should be coming out tomorrow, as Season 2 of Premier ends on July 14th, and also the XM1014 Solitude is also rotated out of the armory, and maybe we're going to be getting some new stuff coming in, maybe some new map rotation, maybe some new update, balance changes, whatever. We're going to be talking about all of that and much more in this video today.
Today's video is sponsored by Skins Monkey, an automated CS2 trading platform where you can turn your skins into new ones simple and easy. All you have to do is click on the skins that you want to get rid of, click on the skins that you want, and then click Trade Items. Now, if you don't have enough balance for the items you want, you can use code GERM to get up to $5 free bonus on your first trade. You can also use that same code GERM to get a 5% extra deposit bonus on top of the 30% deposit bonus that Skins Monkey is already offering. So there's really no reason to not go check out Skins Monkey with that first link in the description below today.
So as you all know, this was 14 or 13 whatever days ago on July 1st where Counter-Strike tweeted out Season 2 Premiere ends on July 14th. They gave us a heads up. They let us know. Obviously, even before the major, they let us know that Premiere Season 2 is going to be ending after the Awesome Major, where Premiere Season 3 was also going to be kicking off as well. But again, they finally announced that July 14th was going to be the day, and that actually lined up perfectly with the XM1014 Solitude being rotated out of the armory as well. So that led a lot of people thinking and wondering, hey, are we going to be getting some kind of like mega update or a bunch of different things all happening at once? And that would make sense. But also at the same time, we have to kind of temper expectations a little bit, because last time when the Desert Eagle Heat Treated was set to be removed from the armory, it did get removed on the day that I said. It did get rotated out in time, but nothing happened. Just the Heat Treater got rotated out, and we didn't get anything put in its place. Now, just because that happened one time, we have the one data point to go off of, and that's all the historical data we have for the armory so far. It doesn't mean that's what's going to happen every time. And obviously, as Valve kind of learns and grows and learns from what worked with the armory and didn't, maybe they can be ready for a bigger update this time. And honestly, I think they should be. I think it's kind of boring and lame when we just get something removed from the armory and we don't get anything rotated in. So again, I don't know. There's all different kinds of options for what kind of update could be coming out tomorrow. Obviously, there are some people like Arrow who hope and think, hey, maybe we could be getting cash, which would be very, very fun and exciting. We heard over the past couple of weeks that Valve had actually, or allegedly or whatever, purchased cash from FM Pwn, which means, it's under their control. They can do what they want with it, whatever, which hopefully means we'll be getting it added to CS2 sooner rather than later. I know, like, for me, cash is one of my favorite, probably my favorite map of all time. And if cash was in CS2, I would definitely play more. I would get on to check it out, and I know a lot of other people would as well. So that would be something very, very cool to see. I know some other people have said, hey, since Valve just purchased it, they're probably going to be remaking it, tweaking it, changing it, so cash probably won't be ready to go, but maybe something like Cobblestone or some other kind of map might be ready to go. I don't know. Obviously, of course, also when we got Premier Season 2 dropping, we did get Train being rotated, so we did get some map changes, we did get some map rotations, but we also got some changes. I think we got the M4A4 buff and the FAMAS buff, so maybe we could be getting some potential balance changes and stuff like that in Premier Season 3. I know there's definitely some balance changes that people are asking for and thinking about and wondering about, especially after the Austin Major. Which, again, you guys have to remember that in the CS2 economy, those balance changes were actually really, really big opportunities, because after both those balance changes, the FAMAS and the M4A4 prices started to go pretty insane. So if we do get any kind of balance changes, buffs, nerfs, whatever, be looking out in terms of some money-making opportunities for stuff like that. Also, I think now would be a great time to drop some kind of significant or big update, not only because we haven't gotten any significant or big updates in the past couple of months, other than souvenir highlight charms or whatever, but I don't even think that's that big of an update. I don't think, now, only a couple days later, that many people even care about it. But also, Counter-Strike 2 continues to experience a decline in average daily players. Obviously, people expected some kind of summer slowdown or whatever, but we are now under 1 million average players for the first time, since like the beginning of 2025 or the end of 2024 or whatever. So getting something big, exciting, new to kind of bring some players back could definitely be cool. Also, something that could potentially be coming that I would love to see, and I know a lot of other people out there would as well. Obviously, with the Fever case, we got that op print stream, but now JTPNZ, the creator of print stream, which again, one of the most iconic skin sets in the entire game, he has now dropped the updated AK-47 print stream, like for the CS2 files and stuff like that as well, which is very, very cool and very exciting, because I know a lot of people expect there to be a Fever case 2 because the Fever case was so popular, but also whenever kind of new knife finishes drop, we usually get, a second iteration of them. We've seen sequels and trilogies of previous cases before. You have like Gamma 1, Gamma 2, Prisma 1, Prisma 2, Chroma 1, 2, 3, all that different stuff. So Fever 2 could definitely be coming soon. Doesn't mean it necessarily, we could see the Fever 2 added to the armory, which I think is a little bit unlikely. I don't think you'd have both the Fever case and the Fever case 2 in the armory at the same time. We could also see the Fever case 2, if it comes out, potentially added to the active drop pool, and maybe an active drop case rotated out, which would kind of be interesting and cool as well. But again, obviously, if we do get the Fever Case 2, not only is it going to have those, knives that we see in the Fever Case 1 right now that people love so much, we're also going to need some banger skins inside of it. So could that AK-47 print stream be a part of that? That would definitely be very, very cool and exciting. This one came from a place of frustration, vulnerability, and pure love for the craft. The reimagined print stream wasn't just a redesign, it was personal. Thank you for 100K views on YouTube and joining the ARG last year. I see you, I appreciate you, I love you. The little message put out by the print stream creator. And he is also saying that they're celebrating 5 years of the print stream collection. I'm taking it back to where it all began, the AK-47 print stream. So he has now created this. It is now ready to go in terms of, being a real CS2 skin, which is very crazy, very exciting, something we love to see. And obviously, people would absolutely go insane for this skin, and I would love to see it, like I said, as part of a new collection, as part of the Fever Case 2, as part of a new active duty drop case, whatever. However we can get this thing in CS2, I would love to see it, and I know a lot of other people would as well. Maybe Valve's not going to do this right away since we just got the op print stream. Maybe they're going to wait a little bit, but again, so much of the success of the Fever Case was because of the insane knives it has, but was also because of that op print stream as well. People do genuinely really, really love that thing. But also, as people are preparing and expecting and hoping and waiting for a new update tomorrow, there are some things going crazy in the armory right now. This, out of nowhere, we are seeing sticker ROIs absolutely explode. Now, every time something weird and crazy like this happens in the CS2 economy, I always wonder, is there a little bit of potential insider trading or something like that going on? I mean, I don't know. We'll see. If tomorrow these sticker craft collections get rotated out, or one of them gets rotated out, or whatever, there could be a little bit of insider trading going on. I don't know. Now, every market ever in the history of the world has had insider trading. When there's money to be made, when there's insider information going around, people are going to act on it. People are going to do crazy, weird things, whatever. But either way, I don't necessarily know why just the stickers are going crazy right now. Obviously, I'm sure stickers haven't been one of the most redeemed things over the past couple of months, but also both of these sticker collections, the Elemental and the Character Craft, have been they seem to have pretty good application rates, and people actually do seem to like them. I've been saying for a long time that I think these both of these will be a great investments. Now, I've always leaned towards the Elemental Craft stickers, and I do think just in general the cheaper Elemental Craft stickers that actually look good and are actually applicable will do quite well. I think stuff like I have pulled up here, let me take a look, the Hydro Geyser, which again was previously at around like 10 cents. It's now up to 15 cents. I think this is a one that could be a very, very good investment. Here we have the Hydro Stream or Hydro Steam, whatever it's called. This was like 19 cents before. It's now up to like 26 cents. And then of course I have the Scorch Loop Reverse, which was previously around 21 cents. It's now up to like 27 cents. So all the kind of Elemental Craft stickers, and I know some of the more expensive ones have had even crazier jumps than this, but when I've looked at historical data and trends and stuff before, it seems like the cheaper stickers from stuff like operations and stuff like the discontinued collections, seems like the good cheaper stickers tend to outperform some of the more expensive stickers. So these are the ones I would keep an eye on. Then of course you do have the Character Craft stickers, which again I'm not as big of a fan of, but I do think stuff like Clown Nose could end up being pretty good. Maybe stuff like Quick Peek could end up being okay as well. So, obviously, there are some people expecting some armory changes coming, because I don't think it's a coincidence that these stickers have started going insane just one day before we get this new update. Now, I don't think these sticker collections are going to get rotated out. We're going to get new sticker collections, anything like that. But obviously, there's some people out there in the markets that are expecting some things in the armory to start getting rotated out. And hey, I would be a big fan. I think some stuff should start getting rotated out. I think we need new stuff in. I think we need the old stuff out, and it'll be better for everybody. Better for players of the game, better for investors, better for Valve themselves. Valve will literally literally make more money by rotating stuff out of the armory and creating that sense of scarcity and that sense of, you need to hurry up and buy this stuff before it's gone, and also make it more valuable at the same time. But of course, also tomorrow we are getting the rotation out of the XM1014 Solitude. Obviously, the Solitude 55,000 versus 658,000 of the Desert Eagle heat treated. The Solitude has been nowhere near the heat treated, so it's going to be interesting to see what Valve does with the limited edition items going forward. Are they going to continue to make crazy, cool, popular items like the Desert Eagle, or are they going to continue to make, kind of mid stuff like the XM1014 Solitude that nobody really cares about? And also, since the XM1014 Solitude is in such small amounts and has so many rare, interesting, and unique patterns, is it going to end up being a good investment in the long term? Now, I'm definitely staying away from it in terms of CS2 investing because I like to have stuff that has, high demand and also is consumable. These obviously aren't consumable. They don't, they can't get eaten up in trade up contracts or anything like that. And also, I don't really think that many people care about an XM1014 skin, but it is possible it could end up being a much better long-term investment than the Desert Eagle heat treated because it has so much fewer supply out there on the market. And it honestly is a pretty skin. It looks kind of cool. It is a piece of art, but again, they accidentally threw it on, a not very good skin. But so many different possibilities, so much craziness going on in the CS2 world right now. Can't wait to see what Valve is going to do tomorrow. It's going to be very interesting, very exciting, no matter what they decide to do, whether they decide to do something big, something medium, or, something small, or maybe even nothing at all. Who knows? What, we're going to have to wait and see. But tomorrow, Season 2 premiere is ending. XM1014 Solitude is rotating out, and we're going to have to wait and see what happens next from there. But that is pretty much it for the video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.